In the last match, Chris Barnes, Mika Koivuniemi, and Mike Wolf all dropped doubles en route to a 40-pin thrashing. Can Team Geico's momentum roll on versus the legendary laden Lumber Liquidator side? Match 9 of the Geico PBA Team Shootout strikes you down next. The Geico PBA Team Shootout features 18 of the PBA Tour's best players. Team Bear, they're the young guns. They feature Captain Tommy Jones and two-handed sensation Jason Belmonte. Team Geico are the veterans and have 4 Player of the Year award winners, including Captain Chris Barnes and the Big Nasty Wes Malott. Team Lumber Liquidators are the legends with more than 156 titles. Parker Bone III leads this dream team that features Norm Duke and Walter Ray Williams Jr. It's a round-robin battle of the ages to decide who will advance to the championship round.
Rob Stone and 13-time PBA titleist Randy Peterson back here with you at Six Flags Great Adventure. And with a victory in this match, Team Geico would qualify for the championship round. That would put them to 5 wins, 1 defeat. 18 of the best in the PBA are here. They're separated into 3 teams. So what has made this team so much more dominant than the other 2?
No weaknesses top to bottom throughout the lineup. If you look at the averages, Team Geico way ahead, averaging 223 for this event. Team Bears at 208 and Lumber Liquidators at 201. They're staying out of trouble. Not too many open frames for Geico, and they're the team that's stringing the strikes together.
And kudos to Captain Chris Barnes as well. He's made some real shrewd selections on the order of his teammates and also who sits and who doesn't.
And Chris Barnes has decided to lead his team off. The reigning Player of the Year, Wes Malott, will anchor this team with the Big Bad Wolf in the middle. For Team Lumber Liquidators, bookends the 2 Hall of Famers, Bone and Weber, throw in the U.S. Open champ Scroggins, and All-World Walter Ray Williams Jr. in the mix. Our tournament format, how about round-robin Baker-style format with the endless 10th frame? Remember, strike on the fill shot, you're never out of it.
Left lane, Team Geico. Right lane, Team Lumber Liquidators. And it'll be Team LL.
Come on now, right here.
Starting first and batting leadoff, their captain, Parker Bone III. 45 years old, 32 career PBA Tour titles. Won by the smooth-stroking lefty.
Gary. All right. Come on, run down. All right.
I think there's a lot of pressure on Team Lumber Liquidators in this match, Rob, because they know that Team Geico is going to throw a lot of strikes.
And they also know Team Geico can wrap up one of those 2 slots in the championship round. Lumber Liquidators in second place, but they need a win to kind of get a little bit more of that comfort zone. As Parker Bone III picks up the spare, and spares have been a bit of an issue for some members of Team Lumber Liquidators.
Well, it sure was their last time out.
Here's Chris Barnes, the captain for Team Geico, also known as Team Middle Age, if you will. Average age of Team Geico, 37 years. 44 tour titles on that squad. The team as a whole has earned almost $6 million.
Now, let's not forget that you've got the reigning Player of the Year and last season's Player of the Year on that team.
Time now for the Lumber Liquidators, Know the Wood, and once again, the Scorpion oil pattern, Randy.
Wes Malott's favorite oil pattern, 42 feet in length. You want to know how to play this oil pattern? Get in and hook it like Big Wes.
Why is Wes so good on this oil pattern? What of his game makes him just crush here?
His speed rotation and rev rate match up to this pattern perfectly.
Malott, the anchor man for Team Geico. This is U.S. Open champion Mike Scroggins. Kicks them all to the turf. Today we've heard a lot of oh yes.
I was thinking the same thing, you know. How many times can you go through this where you go, oh no, oh yeah, that was good.
Mika Koivuniemi made 1 telecast last season. Best finish of that season, 2nd in Columbus, Ohio. Lost to his good friend Chris Barnes, who's his captain today. 10-pin remains standing.
Ooh, Mika giving the ball return a little swipe. I love it.
No. That ball return must be a lefty.
There you see the inside line. That ball just flips a little late down the lane. That's what causes that ring in 10.
8 career tour titles for Mika.
All right, Hoss. All right. Make that 2.
Strike spare to open up for Team Geico. Spare strike for Team Lumber Liquidators. And stepping up in the third, Walter Ray Williams Jr., 6'2", 185 from Ocala, Florida, 45. PBA Tour titles, 27 years on the tour, eyeing number 28 soon. That is the WRWJ we know.
And all of a sudden out to an early lead for Lumber Liquidators on the strength of the greatest player ever, Walter Ray Williams Jr. Bang, right there. How about a spare double to start this match?
Mike Wolf in the third.
Oh,
That was kind of a dud.
boy, that ball never hooked. Did you see that? That just went just a plastic. Watch this. Just inside third arrow and kind of DOA.
And it's never good when you do the library walk, right? You walk back to your bench and everybody's got their heads down and nice and quiet and studious. Come on!
All right, guys. Let's get a lead now. All right, good run.
Swung by the 6'10", no dice, open frame for Team Geico. Well, he hasn't won a title in the last 2 seasons, but he is still one of the most respected and feared bowlers in the PBA. Pete Weber. More on him when our coverage of the Geico PBA Team Shootout returns. The Geico PBA Team Shootout, hosted by Six Flags, is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. By Six Flags, offering thrills for all ages. And by Lumber Liquidators, hardwood flooring for less.